Built to the natural contours of the Cheshire countryside, Oulton Park is a great racing circuit. Over more than 60 years it has gathered its reputation as the country's toughest test for both car and driver. The venue remains as popular as ever with fans thanks to the superb viewing points and banking. It comprises of 3 layouts, and tonight we're using the 2.26 miles island circuit. Very good evening to everyone. It's Green Army 2009 here. I'm going to take you through the 15 minutes of qualifying before we get on to a 17 lap race for the first race this evening, and the second race will be a 11 lap. Light cloud for qualifying, race 1, and clear for race 2 tonight. Hopes that I'm sure Shadow Stalker will probably hope that will be in better favour for him after the last 2 weeks at Silverstone in the rain. It didn't quite go his way. He only managed to pick up 19 points last week, which has dropped him down to joint second now. Poddy Flack is actually leading the table at the moment on 95 points. He picked up a third and a second last week, so that's 32 points. He banked a bullion as well, picked up a first and a fourth, which was a 33 points he put in his bank last week. So he is now moved level with Shadow Stalker on 92 points. So that is your top 3 going into tonight. As you can see, we're just there with Poddy at the moment, going round. And let's see who we have in this evening. We have 11 drivers out of a possible 14. There is Rewind Racing in the BMW. We have James C. Dudley somewhere. Oh, there he is. Big Blue is there this week. Bullion, as I said, second in the table at the moment. There's Shadow Stalker. He's also second, on the same points as Bullion on 92. Park Pooper Rex. We have in tonight James Ramone 85. He hasn't been in for the last couple of weeks, so he is back with us tonight. It's nice to see James. There's Sunny Coconut. We have BJ 555. TMLS is sat in the pits. And there is Poddy Flack again. So they're just going round at the moment. See, all the comments are coming in. Nice to see everyone. I think we've got Scotty Grimo. Oh, come on, Poddy, this better be worth it. They bought a Ps4 on the weekend. Fair enough. Well, it's nice to have you, Grimo. While they're going first round, Reese being present. Yeah, I think Reese was... No, Reese... Is Reese in tonight? Sorry, am I... There's Rewind Racing. Don't think Reese is in tonight. Nope, no Reese. Thank you, Scotty. Nope. Rewind's there. Yeah, we haven't seen Reese at all this season. But like I said, we've got 11 of the 15. Of the 14 possible in there. So let's see how the times are coming. So Bullion is on pole at the moment with a 126. BJ is quite close behind him on another 126.6, followed by Shadowstalker on a 127.0. Sure, there's probably a little bit more that Shadowstalker can get in there at the moment. So Sunny Coconut there, he had a couple of good rounds, I do believe. Yeah, back in round 4, race 4, sorry. He got a first on the reverse mixed up jumble grid. So he's hopefully to go a bit better. He is in the dry, seems to be better in the wet, but we'll see how he goes. I think what we'll do is we'll try to get on board with him to do a lap around this Oulton Park Island layout. So he's just now coming into Old Hall Corner. that will take him down the avenue. Yeah, most people will run wide there. It's all flat out, down through Denton's, and then this court, then down through Cascades. So run a little bit wide. They didn't take the apex on there. It's coming up through Lakeside, which then takes you into the Island hairpin. And he's gone a little bit wide. I'm not too sure if that's lagging on mine or just lagging. So then he comes over Hilltop, down to the Hizzy chicane in Knickerbrook. This is a Hizzy chicane, and that's Knickerbrook there. That'll take him up to Clay Hill, onto Druid's Corner. Brilliant's got a 125. Okay. So anyway, so there's Druid's Corner. Warwick Bridge. That brings you into Lodge Corner, where famously Matt Neal and Shedden come together a few years back. Down into Deers Leap and over the line. So that is a lap of Oulton Park. Sunny D did move up a place there with that time. Let's see what's going on. Bullion is now in the pits. I've got a couple of things got there. I rewind is recent. Ah, right, fair enough. Just seen that Bullion's on at 125. I don't know if he cut the cane or anything. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. I know in practice he did cut the chicane, and that's how come his time was pretty quick, but not too sure. Anyway, so we're now riding on with Poddy Flat. Let's go back trackside and get me things going on. So Poddy's now moved up to second with Shadow Stalker, and it wasn't Bullion that cut the chicane, it was Big Blue, I think, last time, sorry. So Poddy is there sat in second. Bullion has got, he's just coming out the pits now. Shadow Stalker did increase his time, like I said. Sat there in fourth, he's now coming out the pits as well. Poddy's just doing his outlap. Bullion, oh, it looks like he's hit something with the looks of that Mercedes. He's ploughed into something. The Shadow Stalker's in front of him. How are we doing further on down? So we've got James Ramone sat there in fourth at the moment. Yeah, he's had couldn't race the 2 wet races at Silverstone that we had, or the 4 wet races, should I say, or the round, should I say. So yeah, so he's sat there in fourth at the moment. BJ sat there in fifth at the moment. He is fourth in the league with 81 points. He won last week in the second race, so that was race 8 last week, and a second in the round 7. So yeah. Like I said, he's open, nice dry weather. There's Sunny Coconut, disgusting rudder on. There's Rewind Racing, 7th, sat 7th at the moment. He is actually 7th in the league as well. Didn't race last week, so he's on 60 points. Park People Rex is at the moment on the road 8th, but in the table he is 5th with 77 points. Big Blue is 9th on the grid. He's sat in the pits at the moment. He's 8th in the league on 59 points. James C. Dudley, we seem to have lost him somewhere. There he is, just coming down the avenue. So James C. Dudley is 10th in the league at the moment on 54 points. And As I said, Big Blue is 8th. So someone just... Oh, TMLS. Sorry, missed him. He was on the bottom there. TMLS is sitting in 11th. With 40 points. He had a bit of a bad week last week. He just couldn't get the grips with the BMW, and he had a couple of offs, and it looks like he's had another off there at some point. His bonnet looks a bit bent and buckled. But we've got 4 minutes, just about 4.5 minutes to go in this session. It's gone a bit wide at the chicane there as well. So Brilliant is still sat on top at the moment with a 125.689. That will put him in good stead for getting off the line. BJ is in second. He's had a good run. That's 126.1 he's on. He's qualifying quite well tonight. Poddy is there in third, with Shadowstalker in 4th. Shadowstalker seems to go better in the dry than what he did at Silverstone in the wet, but hopefully he can get off the line cleanly. He did have a bit of a roll last week in the second race. Someone managed to go into the side of him, and he did roll a couple of times. Let's see if he can get off the line clearly and stay out of trouble today. So Bullion is still out there. I think Shadowstalker's trying to get a tow from him, just to give him a little bit of help. He's just going to come under now Warwick Bridge into Lodge. So at the moment we have a Mercedes, Opel and Mercedes. That's 1, 2, 3. So TMLS is there. He has to hit the wall again by the looks of it. Let's have a look to see what Shadowstalker can do on this flying lap. He's got a bit closer to Poddy, so he might be able to get a tow down some of the straights. He's just coming into the island hairpin now. Takes that quite smoothly. He's going to sit coming over the hill. He might just be able to. He's locked up his brakes slightly there. He went in there deep and went really wide. Lost him a little bit of time, that. Up over Clay Hill and into Druids. It's quite a fast right-hander Druids. You can get it wrong. If you clip the curb on the inside, it throws you right out onto the grass. Oh, okay. Poddy's just decided to go in. Just disappeared from the track. Anyway, so there's Shadowstalker coming down now into Deer's Leap. And over the line. Has he bettered his time? Was a 126.2. No, it's still 126.2. So he sat there in 4th with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. TMLS. Okay. I take it you found yourself in the gravel there. He's just mentioned on the chat there. So Shadowstalker thinks he's done enough. Let's see who else is on track. There's BJ trying to chase down Bullion's time. He's coming across the line. Still 126.10. It's gone very wide there. Coming out of Old Hall. Shadowstalker's in the pits. Poddy has come back out to try to have another go. He should be able to get a lap in. 25 seconds to go. Rerun Racing again has... Oh, there he is. Camera angle was a little bit weird. He looks like he has now got a American style air vent on the front of that BMW. It's bent up just slightly. And there's James Ramone. So there's 100, that's qualifying coming to an end. We're going to have 104 seconds before we get the final results. So who is on a flyer? I think Poddy might well be. Or is he slowed down? No, he's still pushing it in there. Just a tidy line through the chicane. So is anyone going to challenge Bullion's time of a 1:25.4? This guy could possibly. Shadow Stalker has given up. Reese has just crossed the line, so he is 5th. James, I think, is 5th. PJ's gone back in, so Poddy is the only one that could probably challenge. Could he get the 125s? He's on a 126.2 at the moment, and he has 126.2. So the top 3 will be Bullion, BJ, and Poddy, and Shadow Stalker in 4th. So there we go. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. So Bullion is your pole man for tonight's first race. BJ is in 2nd, Poddy Flack is 3rd, Shadow Stalker in 4th, Rewind Racing in 5th, James Ramone in 6th, Sunny Coconut in 7th, TMLS in 8th, Part Pooper Rex in 9th, and Big Blue down in 10th. Very surprised with Part Pooper. He's normally up there or thereabouts. He's 5th in the league at the moment. It's been quite consistent. He had a win in race 2. Race 2. Been quite consistent throughout the season. His highest position is that win. And we sat there on 77 points. Just waiting for everyone. Looks like we are getting ready. We are there. We've still got the 11 drivers. So we have Bullion in pole position. Hopefully everyone can get round that the first corner of Holt Hall safely. Especially down the avenue as well. Bumping and grinding together. Wrong a bit of bumping and grinding, people might say. So everyone's just syncing up. And we're off. Oh, that's a bad start from Bullion. BJ's got a good flyer off there. He definitely got Bullion, just got bogged down. And we're all going round Old Hall. Oh, TMLS had a flyer and then pushed Bullion off. Shadow Stalker's gone into 2nd place. Not too sure what happened. Rewind Racing, sorry, got back up to 3rd. So Shadow Stalker is now chasing down BJ, which has really helped Shadow Stalker out. Bullion just being knocked off there. Oh, there's a bit more bumping and grinding. Sunny J Part Pooper, I think, just ran into the back, and we got someone else off. Oh, that's TMLS and James C. Don't know what happened there, never caught that. But Shadow Stalker is chasing down BJ. With Bullion down in 9th, this could be Shadow Stalker's way of trying to get more points. With Poddy down in 4th as well, and get Clawson back from him. So BJ is your leader at this present time on lap 1. We have Rewind very closely followed behind with Poddy Flack. Poddy might... Oh, the camera angle, please, guys. Direct it. There we go. So this is the battle at the moment. Poddy would like to get past Rewind Racing as quickly as possible. Further on back, I think we might have a change between Big Blue and Part Pooper. So just watch them coming down the avenue. Yeah, I think Poddy would like that to get past Rewind as quickly as possible. Oh, he's having a go on the outside now. Coming down, but then Rewind has got the inside. He's pushed him a little bit wide, but he's got the cutback. Poddy's got the cutback going up over Hilltop, and he's pulled away now. I think Rewind might just try to just sit back in there. That was a really, really good move there from Poddy. He managed to cut back in. Rewind did go a little bit deep, but as you can see now, he's pulled a big gap, or a gap, trying to chase down Shadow Stalker. Which Shadow Stalker will want to get a wriggle on and try to get past BJ to put another car between him and Poddy. Let's just have a look to see what's going on behind. So we have Sunny Coconut there, followed by Part Pooper Rex, followed by Big Blue, and he's just holding them off at the moment. I think it's going to be, it's more like a cork in a bottle at the moment. He's holding them up, Sunny Coconut is, and then it's going to come free abreast coming down to Old Hall. He's having Part Pooper Rex going to have a look, but he's just backed out slightly. But that also then gives Big Blue a bit of a run on Part Pooper, but Part Pooper will have the inside line. We just go back to Big Blue. Oh, who's that just shooting straight off? That's James C. Ramone. Oh, and he's just took out Bullion as well. Bullion is not having a very good race. That was, he hit the curb and just went straight in. They're going to use a handful of places for that. That was a big accident, and poor Bullion is just, he just had nowhere to go. He just had to stay there. But Shadow Stalker is now 0.3 of a second behind BJ. I think this could be in a minute go around the hairpin. Oh, TMLS jumped the start. Oh, okay. Oh, he's DC'd. I didn't realise that. This is the battle at the moment we need to look at. Oh, I keep on changing the camera angle. So they're coming down Deer Leap now to start another lap. So this will be lap 4. We'll have 10 to go after this. Shadow Stalker just getting into his rhythm now. But Poddy Flack is actually... yeah, Poddy Flack is catching these two quite rapidly. Let's go back to the front with BJ. This is a fight for the first... Rewind is on his own at the moment. You just see him come around the back. Oh, Shadow Stalker's gone wide. That's going to let Poddy come up. Is Poddy going to try to get him over Hilltop and down into the chicane? He's just going to sit there at the moment. Shadow Stalker is now defending, which means he's dropping off of BJ. Shadow Stalker's got a nice line there, going down through, up over Clay Hill into Druids. I think he's just got that little bit of gap now. BJ has now got half a second gap. Yeah, they've just spread out slightly. I think Shadow Stalker just... oh no, Btcc has gone back onto the tele. Yeah, Poddy seems to be a bit faster than Shadow Stalker in that latter part of the lap. So we have lost TMLS. Sunny Coconut. Oh, is that Big... no, that's Part Pooper. Just go on the outside of Big Blue. He's going to end up going a bit... oh, he's kept that nice... oh, no, Big Blue's let him go past. That was quite an easy pass, I think. Don't know if Big Blue's having a bit of a problem, but Poddy is now going to have another go at Sunny Coconut. We have James coming down, followed by Bullion there. And James Ramone there in 10th. So BJ has pulled about a 1 second gap. But they are so close together. It's these three for the race win. 5 laps gone out of 14. So look, see, this battle was still going on between Big Blue and Part Pooper. up over Clay Hill, coming into the fastish right. Oh, and he's just got, Park Pooper's just gone way wide, just clips a barrier. That just takes him back down to 7th, so Big Blue is now on his own. Bullion's now going to be trying to chase down Park Pooper. So as we go on to lap 6, BJ has got a 0.8, 0.7 of a gap, but he went a bit wide there, which then give Shadow Stalker and Poddy a bit of a run. Shadow Stalker's having a look into the hairpin. He's going to go wide. He's going to look for the cutback. Problem is, he might lose out here by Poddy, who... No, I thought Poddy might have done a bit of a shifty there on the inside, but no, he just sat behind. He's... Oh, Shadow Stalker's going to have another look. No, there was a little bit of a bump there. I don't know if BJ broke a little bit early just to make sure he could get round there without losing it. No harm done. They're still in the same position with BJ, Shadow Stalker and Poddy Flack in 3rd. And there's Poddy just going round. But let's go back to the front view to see. Oh, Shadow Stalker's having another look into Lodge. Oh, he's with that though. He's moved back across. That made Poddy go inside then. So Poddy has now moved up into 2nd with Shadow Stalker back in 3rd. Just moved across a bit too much. That left the door open and Poddy just went for it. Oh, Poddy's gone a bit wide. Coming out of Hold Hall. And can Shadow Stalker now compose himself and try to get back on the back. Oh, he's gone wide and he span it. He span it and spin and spin. No, that's not the way to go. Get back on track quick. Oh, he's now lost another place to Rewind Race and he's now back in 4th. So now the question is, can Poddy now get onto the back of that Opel of BJ? BJ's just coming into the chicane. Now BJ's Poddy seems to have dropped off a little bit there. Rewind Racing is sort of out on his own in 3rd. Whereas Shadow Stalker, Shadow Stalker, we're only halfway through the race, so Shadow Stalker might be able to catch up with Rewind Racing to try to get that 3rd spot. Sunny D, we've lost him on the camera. It's one of those camera shots. There he is. He's going down Deerleap now. And coming up across the line. Big Blue is still there. Oh, Park Pooper has... Oh, Big Blue's got past Park Pooper. There's a jam at the back. What's going on? Right, James Ramone and James C. Douglas. I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Carl. Sorry. Completely missed what you were saying there. So, BJ is half a second in front. Poddy takes a lot of speed into that chicane. Very surprised that he can actually slow that down. Shadow Stalker has caught Rewind Racing. Whether he can do anything in the next few laps or not to try to get that 3rd place back, I think he might. He's carrying a hell of a lot more speed through. Let's go to the front. So I think Poddy... Oh, come on, camera angle. I thought Poddy was closer than what he was. Just now going down to Deerleap. And they're coming on to their 9th lap now. Out of 14. Poddy is just sat there. Half a second behind. How is Shadow Stalker getting on with Reese? Well, there's Rewind Racing, sorry. And there is Shadow Stalker. So there is a half a second gap to a second gap between himself and Shadowstalker. Shadowstalker took some speed going through there, which has actually closed him up. Well, visually it looked like he closed up. Going to close up under braking. And yeah, Rewind will just put the power down a little bit quicker than Shadowstalker did there. At the front is Poddy catching. Poddy is just sat there, like I said, about half a second behind. Fluctuates between half a second and 0.4. But we will see. On lap 9. 4 to go after this one. And there we go, there's a visual of Rewind and Shadowstalker. Shadowstalker's getting closer. It's going to be hard to see which battle to look at, because again, Poddy is inching forward onto the back of BJ. But at the moment this one looks like it's the closest, with Shadowstalker taking loads of speed down. Is he going to get him going down into Cascades? It's coming down the avenue. No, he's just dropped back slightly. He's going. I think he might. Again, he's took sweeping line through there. Is he going to have a look at the island hairpin? I don't think he is close enough just yet. He locks up his brakes. Can he just get on the inside? Oh, Rewind took a little bit of a slide there coming out, which means Shadowstalker has got past him. I think that might have been a little bit too easier. Made it easier with that little slide for Shadowstalker. So BJ Ings just coming up to lap 10 with 4 to go. And he's keeping the gap to a second. Sorry, half a second. But Shadowstalker is 7 seconds behind these two guys now. He might be able to close up, but I think he'd be happy to settle with third. As these two just cross the line. BJ and Poddy. Keep on changing the camera angle at the wrong time there. Or changing the person. Let's have a look to see what's going on at the back. So we've got James C. Dudley at the back in BMW. Looks pretty clean. Panels look pretty straight this week on that one. And there's James Ramone. In his Mercedes, which looks battered. And there's Bullion. Oh, Bullion has got on the back of Part Pooper Rex. Is he going to have a go at the hairpin? Not close enough. Part Pooper took a really tight line in. Bullion needs to make up some spaces after that. Oh, he's gone out wide. Is he going to have a look into the chicane? Oh, Part Pooper outbroke himself, but managed to keep it on just. But this will give Bullion a brilliant run going up the hill, up to Clay Hill. And he's now got the inside line for Druids. And I think Bullion is now just made up another. As I say that, he's gone wide. Oh no, he's kept it on. Part Pooper got a run on him. No, I think Bullion is a little bit too quick. How Bullion managed to keep that on there with the speed that he was going into Druids. It's amazing. They both go a little bit wide going out. So where's Sunny Coconut? Sunny Coconut is there in 5th. Really having a bit of a lonesome race. Shadowstalker is now pulled away from Rewind. Like I said, I think he'll be very happy with third after all that. Poddy still trying to chase down BJ. BJ's just keeping that gap at half a second from Poddy. See what Big Blue and Bullion's doing now. So there's Big Blue. Where is Bullion gone? I know Bullion is there, but it was Part Pooper he was racing with, wasn't it? Yeah, he's pulled away now from Part Pooper. So we're on lap 12 of 14. We're now on lap 13 of 14, so we've got 2 laps to go. I would say it was comfortable for BJ, but you never know in this sim racing malarkey. All he's got to do is hit the curb wrong, lose loads of time. Oh, Poddy's got a lovely run coming out of the bottom of the avenue. He's going to try to go wide. He's just going to try to cut back in. Oh, he's took a lot of curb there. He took an awful lot of curb there. But he's got the inside line now for the chicane, which is now just gone through tightly. Yeah, Poddy's gone through after that tight line through the hairpin. You then had the inside line on BJ with that. But he, as you can see, he has pulled away. Oh, BJ has just cut the grass completely, trying to get more speed out of that. But no idea. It was a good move, Scotty. I was just a little bit concerned that I don't know if all 4 wheels is over the curb, but it's not me to judge on that. Shadowstalker there in third is 8 seconds behind the 2 now. Alright, okay, TMLS, oh shh. Yeah, Poddy is now actually has pulled away once he got past BJ. He did. This is the last lap also. So we have a Merc and an Opal coming down into the chicane. Keep it in tidily. Takes a real tight line in there. Just Poddy. Coming over Hilltop. Down into the Hissy chicane and then onto Knickerbrook. Just got to keep it tidy, Poddy, and then the win is yours. I think BJ will be happy with second. He'll probably kick himself that he's lost it on the last 2 laps of the race. But I'm sure that he'll be fine. Yeah, as Poddy is pulled away for half a second as he comes in to Lodge and Deer Leap. Oh, Poddy, what? I don't know what happened there, but BJ got a real bit. But there's your winner. Poddy Flack is your winner with BJ 555 in second. Shadowstalker flashing his lights over the line, probably happy with third. With Rewind Racing in fourth. Sunny Coconut actually caught that up. I didn't see that. Anyway, Sunny was in fifth. Big Blue got sixth with Bullion in seventh. Part Pooper Rex now crosses the line in eighth. James Ramone in ninth. And James C. Dudley, as we can see there, is just coming into Lodge Corner. Down Deer's Leap. And up over the finish line for 10th. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was race 9 of the season. And as you can see there on the screen, that is your finishing table. Right, I'm now going to take a quick drink and then I'll be back to commentate on the mixed up grid race for race 10 of the season. I will be back in a second. And we are back. So this is a 11 lap race with a mixed up grid. The weather is clear, which I don't think we've got any more rain in this season. I think we had all the rain over the last 2 weeks, which might please some people that we haven't got any more. Just waiting for the screen to load up. So TMLS is in pole position. I'm not going to say that was fixed, you never know. Anyway, then we got Big Blue and then Poddy with Rd9 Racing, James Ramone, Part Pooper, Sonny, BJ, Bullion, Shadow Stalker and James Ramone. And oh, he got bogged down a little bit. He managed to get away. TMLS. He's got a good start in the end. Let's all get round here clearly, boys. TMLS has got a bit. We've got through there nice and clearly. He's got a bit of TMLS has got a big lead over Big Blue. Let's look out for the tyres, boys. We've got combs flying everywhere. Who's that off in the background? I think that might be James. And this is the battle at the moment. So Big Blue managed to get past TMLS, who's now just got budged wide. So Big Blue's managed to pull away. We've got the two BMW drivers there of Rewind and TMLS coming into the chicane together. And then we've also got now Poddy Flack and TMLS got spun round, I think. I think he lost the back end. And Poddy managed just to tap him, I do believe. Part Pooper Rex now is in fourth. Shadow Stalker has moved up from the back of the grid into fifth. He's having a good showing there in half a lap. He went from last to fifth. But poor old TMLS. Oh, there's a battle going on here now between him and BJ. But TMLS don't seem to have the luck this season. He keeps on banging on his car, but he is going to have a go past BJ now. But I think BJ's just, oh, he's gone in too deep. Too deep in Deer's Leap. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Anyway, so he is now at the back. Let's quickly go to the front and see what is happening. So Big Blue has got a second gap. Second lead over Reese. But look at this gaggle of cars coming down here now. There's Rewind Racing, sorry, not Reese. Poddy Flack is there in third with Part Pooper Rex behind him, followed by Shadow Stalker. But Shadow Stalker is under pressure from Bullion. Bullion needs a good showing after the accident that he had in the first race. He's moved out. Don't think unless he's going to go for a dive, and that might have just put Shadow Stalker. He went in really, really slowly, but something's happened to Part Pooper because Shadow Stalker is now alongside, and Bullion's going to have a bit of this action too. They're coming up over Clay Hill. They are side by side going into Drewers. I don't know if Shadow Stalker's going to just leave it in there. Part Pooper managed to close the door on him. But look at this gaggle of cards. This is the action now for third place. With Part Pooper X at the moment in third. Bullion have a look on Shadow Stalker. Trying to put him off, I think. And then you've got James Ramone at the back of this grid. Part Pooper is in third with Shadow Stalker in fourth. Bullion in fifth. And James at the back of this queue. James Ramone, that is, in sixth. And we're just watching this at the moment because Big Blue has got a second gap. With these guys fighting. Oh, who's that gone wide? That was Bullion. Oh, something happened with Shadow Stalker. Shadow Stalker's now in sixth. I missed that because I was looking at Part Pooper. He was still in third. What happened to Shadow Stalker? But Bullion is now in fourth with James in fifth and Shadow Stalker just coming over the hill there. So this is still your battle for third. Bullion is trying to chase down Part Pooper. Not too sure what happened to Shadow Stalker there, but he is now just trying to chase down James Ramone, who's there. A bit of a sight in first 3 laps there. James, see, that move wasn't on. What happened? Was Scott, was he the one who took out Shadow Stalker? Something happened, but I didn't see what happened. But this is your battle for third. With bullying in third there. Bullion has got past Part Pooper. It wasn't them anyway, sorry, I'm getting really confused now. Anyway, so the Part Pooper, Shadow Stalker, James Ramone is in 5th. Let's go back to the front. Rewind is trying to chase down Big Blue. Oh, Carl. Oh, right, okay. Shadow Stalker span out, did he? Fine, okay. Thank you very much. Alright, thank you, Carl, for that. So, Carl's just saying there on the live stream chat that I think Shadow Stalker got his wheels on the back and he span round. So, Rewind Racing has managed to get his BMW about half a second in front. Behind, sorry, I do believe. Sorry, Bullion is there now with a bit of a gap between him and James Ramone. Part Pooper is still trying to chase down, and Shadow Stalker is also trying to chase down and get on the back of Part Pooper. See what's going on here now with Sunny Coconut. So there's a bit of a race going on between 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. With BJ just losing the back end there. He's managed to hold it, which is really good. TMLS is going for a scenic drive around Oulton Park. He was on pole. He had a really good start, and I don't know what happened, but I'm sure we'll get told what has happened at the end of the race. Back at the front, so Big Blue lost it coming out the chicane. That means Rewind Racing has now gone straight past him. I think Big Blue might have clipped the inside tyre wall. Let's see if we can have a look at his car. Has he got any damage on that car? No. I think he might have just hit the curb a bit too hard then. Bullion and James is now chasing this pack down. Shadow Stalker, as you can see in the back there, is catching up to Part Pooper Rex. And first and second are battling, are they? Oh, I think that might have been just a little bit too late. Yeah, we've seen it on stream, Carl. They were, and Big Blue did clip the curb, I think, a bit too much, but they seem to be going a bit wide out of Old Hall. Settled down at the front now. Bullion is sliding that car, drifting to trying to get onto the back of Big Blue. I think Shadow Stalker is catching up quite rapidly to Part Pooper. Is he going to try to cut back? No, he's not close. Oh, hello. There was James did an excursion down one of the slip roads. That's the wrong layout there, James. That'll bring Part Pooper closed up onto him, followed by Shadow Stalker there as well. Rewind Racing's got a second lead, 1.3 second lead over Big Blue. And let's have a look to see what Poddy doing. So as I just caught that was BJ just went straight into there, which means that was a bit of rallying outside there from James C. Dudley, but BJ's not having any of that. And we have TMLS went into the pits and now he's come back out again. Okay. What's he tried to do? Has he put some wets on or something just to see, have a bit of fun? Let's wait and see, even though it's a dry day. There's Rewind Racing. Now, Bullion is caught up to Big Blue, I do believe, which I thought might have happened. And he's closed right in. Is he? Oh, they've both taken a tight line there, but Big Blue has gone really wide. That's what you can do if you take that corner too. With Bullion is now on the inside. No, he just backs out of it. That's good racing from these two boys. Shadow Stalker is caught up with Part Pooper. Just see it in the background there. Scott Mini avoiding Sunny. Not too sure what we're talking about there. Okay. Big Blue has now just pulled a little bit more gap between. So Big Blue is there. It's Bullion that's close behind him. This is helping Rewind Racing get away a little bit more. With James Ramone. And look at this battle. Shadowstalker and Part Pooper. Shadowstalker's gone around the... Oh, that was a lovely move. Tucked up behind him. Keep it on the track. That was a great move by Shadowstalker there to get fifth. Oh, back from Part Pooper. Yeah, he had a bit of the slipstream going on there. And he managed just to move out at the right time. So... Oh, there was a bit of clash going on there again. I've just come back to it. Rewind Racing still a second in front, but there Big Blue and Bullion are still at it. Bullion's on the inside line. He backs out of it again, coming through the chicane. Pulls alongside, and that's it. He's got a better run out of the chicane, I think, than Big Blue, has he? To go up on the hill. He has got a lot of speed through there. Up the clay hill. TMLS board now. You're supposed to be racing. Big Blue seems to have the measure of him around the back of this circuit. They seem to close up on the first part of the circuit. So Shadowstalker, I think, I'm just going to keep my eye on this battle now. Oh, that's a good run by Bullion. He's now going to have the inside line for Old Hall. Oh, Big Blue turned in. Oh, Bullion's gone off. Gone off now. But he's still managed to stay in second. So Bullion is now going to be chasing down Rewind Racing with 2 laps to go. Oh, Rewind Racing took a bit of defence. He just seemed to have stopped on the apex then. Don't know if he's having problems with that corner. But Rewind just needs to keep his head now. Keep it cool. But Bullion is on a charge. He is flying. Oh, I think that... Oh, yeah. As I said, Bullion is now right on the boot lid. I don't think Rewind Racing is very happy at this moment in time. He clobbered a board. I think he's lost his bonnet. Bullion is using the curbs and the track, the whole track, to his advantage. Rewind Racing, I think, has now just composed himself a little bit, but Bullion is so quick coming out of Lodge and Deer's Leap. It's the speed that he's carrying. Big Blue's sat there back in third watching all this happening. Oh, and Rewind Racing slowed right down on that corner. I don't know if he is having a problem handling that car. He's in front at the moment. But Rewind takes loads of speed coming down there into Cascades. Now, this is his favourite overtake point. Rewind's gone tight again, but Bullion tried to get in there. But this is also bringing Big Blue back into the fray. Moves out wide, trying to have a look into the chicane. It's not there, but this battling is actually bringing Big Blue a bit closer to Bullion. So Bullion's going to have to watch his mirrors in a minute. We have got 1 lap to go after this. Rd9 Racing just needs to keep it cool. This is the battle on track at the moment, I think, and Rd9 is just going to hold that middle line. But Bullion, see, he's got carries a hell of a lot of speed into that corner over what the BM can do. It's just, I'm not too sure, but oh, there's a little bit of a tank slapper going on. There was no nudge there, I don't think. I think they both just started drifting round at the same time. But as you can see, this is now just Big Blue. Big Blue is just going to sit there. Who's that in the back? That'll be TMLS moving right out the way. Right out the way, which is good. Is he going to... I think he's just got a tighter line again. But Bullion's going to have to look in his mirrors because Big Blue is getting closer. This is your last lap. Rd9 Racing just needs to keep his cool. Don't clobber the curbs too much and lose the back end. Oh, I think Big Blue took a lot of speed and nearly caught the back end of Bullion there by the looks of it. But this has been a fantastic second race. I don't know where... Oh, he's got... Oh, Bullion! This is what Big Blue wanted. That was... Oh, this is going to be chaos. I was just about to say, I don't know how that was going to happen. But there's going to be more chaos behind. Who's that just gone off? But Big Blue said thank you very much to take the win. With Shadow Stalker just pipping James at the post. Shadow Stalker is second. He'll be happy with that. James is in third. Park Pooper in fourth. Sonny is just crossed the line in fifth. Poddy is now in sixth. With Rd9 in seventh. Bullion ended up in eighth. BJ is in ninth. James C. Dudley is now coming over in 10th. And TMLS will be there in 11th. Oh my god, wow. I don't actually know what actually happened there. That was a little bit... From the camera angle that I was looking at, Bullion just took too much speed into there. And I think he went for a gap possibly that wasn't there. With that camera angle, it was really hard to say, but it's a shame that both of them went out like that. But I'm sure Big Blue would say thank you very much, and I'm sure Shadow Stalker said the same thing after losing it a few laps in. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is your final table results for round 10. Next week we are at Snetterton 300, which brings into some consideration, or what we have to consider with Snetterton, is that qualifying is in fog, race 1 is in fog, and race 2 will be in heavy cloud, so that's another test for the guys. But yeah, congratulations Big Blue on that, with Shadow Stalker coming in second, which I'm sure he'll be happy about. Very, very happy about. I am back tomorrow night for League One action at the same place, Oulton Park Island Circuit. I'll be a commentator on that one as well. So so the gap was always going to close at that corner. It was a shame, yeah. Thank good old Oulton's over. I told you mine would be worse. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I will, if you're around tomorrow night and want to tune in, I'll be back, like I said, with League One action. And if it is any as good racing and close racing as tonight, we'll be in for a treat. So from me, Greener Army 2009, have a good rest of the evening, and I will see you later.